football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a carry for Jacobs. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Darnold from the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He's back to throw here to start the drive. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barber. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
1st down, Dolphins.
Carry from Matt Breida. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. And up the left side, it's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Darnold. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with Breida, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Gesicki. Touchdown.
Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more
punt in the air, intercepted. Picked off at the 35. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. First down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Running is Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Darnold. He'll buy some time right. Reception here by Rhodes. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And 3 at the 27-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 19-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run it with Jacobs. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't get
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. To try again after the sack, Darnold. For the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31. Raiders 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside. Quarterback tucks it and keeps it. Quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third and 3.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To the air again, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go. It's Darnold. It is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's a falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Officially, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders get a score closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barber. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They run with Breida. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
He's tackled at the...
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Breida. He'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Darnold from the gun. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Darnold completes it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Darnold to throw again. Left side complete to Lockett. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Here's Darnold. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
25-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now whistles here. I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Darnold down to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This will be caught inside the 10. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jerome Baker picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock, or try to pour some salt in the wound? And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run again with Love on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches. At the 40.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A first down throw, Darnold. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
One last throw now for Darnold. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown error on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Dolphins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.